Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a man named Mr. Bernard, but everyone called him Mr. Whimsy. One sunny morning, Mr. Whimsy felt adventurous and decided to go to the countryside for a peaceful day in nature. He took a picnic basket and got on his bicycle. As he rode through the pretty lanes, Mr. Whimsy enjoyed the beautiful scenery. However, he made a mistake and accidentally went off the path. He found himself in a big field of wheat. Instead of getting upset, he thought it would be funny to have an adventure in the field. Without knowing it, some playful sheep had also entered the field. When Mr. Whimsy tried to go back to the path, he saw the sheep. Instead of getting scared, he started laughing and decided to play with them. Mr. Whimsy jumped around and imitated the sheep's sounds, trying to befriend them. The sheep, curious about this strange human, started running and playing with him. It was a funny sight to see, a man and a group of sheep having a playful time in the wheat field. Time passed quickly, and a farmer named Mr. Thompson noticed what was happening. He owned the field and saw Mr. Whimsy and the sheep from a distance. Mr. Thompson found it amusing and approached them with a smile, wanting to join in on the fun. The two men spent the rest of the afternoon with the sheep, laughing and playing in the wheat field. They shared stories and created happy memories amidst the beauty of nature. The day ended with a lovely picnic, where Mr. Thompson and Mr. Whimsy enjoyed sandwiches, fruits, and tasty lemonade. After that day, Mr. Whimsy started visiting Mr. Thompson's farm regularly. They organized sheep-themed festivals together, inviting people from near and far to experience the joy and laughter that had blossomed in the wheat field. Mr. Whimsy's accidental adventure had not only brought him happiness but also created a sense of community and friendship. And so, the legend of Mr. Whimsy and the wheat field spread far and wide, reminding people to enjoy the unexpected and find joy in funny situations. Laughter and shared moments hold the magic of life, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to embrace the journey. Chapter 2: The Joyful Reunion. In the days following Mr. Whimsy's hilarious escapade in the wheat field, he couldn't help but think about the delightful time he had spent with the sheep and Mr. Thompson. The memory brought a smile to his face, and he eagerly looked forward to his next adventure. One sunny afternoon, as Mr. Whimsy strolled through the town's market, he heard a familiar voice calling out to him. It was none other than Mr. Thompson, the friendly farmer he had met in the wheat field. Mr. Thompson had a mischievous grin on his face as he approached Mr. Whimsy. "Mr. Whimsy, I have a surprise for you," Mr. Thompson exclaimed. "Remember those playful sheep from the wheat field? Well, I've arranged a special reunion for you." Curiosity piqued, Mr. Whimsy followed Mr. Thompson, eager to see what awaited him. They walked through the town, attracting puzzled glances from passers-by. Finally, they arrived at a large open field on the outskirts, where a group of sheep grazed peacefully. With a burst of excitement, Mr. Whimsy recognized the familiar faces of the sheep he had bonded with in the wheat field. Their fluffy wool and playful eyes brought back fond memories of their joyful encounter. He couldn't contain his joy and immediately began imitating their bass, much to the amusement of Mr. Thompson and the sheep. As if understanding Mr. Whimsy's playful intentions, The sheep approached him with playful bleats and nuzzled against his legs. Laughter filled the air as Mr. Whimsy frolicked and danced alongside his woolly friends, creating a comical spectacle that caught the attention of the townsfolk passing by. Word spread quickly throughout the town about the joyful reunion in the field. Soon, children, adults, and even pets joined in the laughter and playfulness, forming a spontaneous community gathering. The field echoed with laughter, bass, and the sound of people connecting through the simple joy of shared experiences. Mr. Whimsy and the sheep had unintentionally sparked a tradition of laughter and togetherness. The townsfolk began organizing annual sheep festivals, bringing the community closer and creating cherished memories year after year. The festivities included sheep-themed games, performances, and, of course, Mr. Whimsy's signature comedic acts, ensuring laughter filled every corner. The reunions in the field became a symbol of unity and happiness for the town. People from neighboring villages would travel far and wide to attend, eager to experience the contagious laughter and carefree spirit that Mr. Whimsy and the sheep had ignited. As the sun set on that unforgettable day, Mr. Whimsy couldn't help but feel grateful for the unexpected adventures life had brought his way. The field of sheep had not only given him laughter but had also allowed him to connect with others in a way he had never imagined. Little did Mr. Whimsy know that even more exciting and hilarious escapades awaited him in the future, as he continued to stumble into comical situations and spread joy wherever he went. His adventures would forever be etched in the hearts of the townsfolk, ensuring that the spirit of laughter and friendship would endure for generations to come. Chapter 3. The Laughter Legacy. Months had passed since the joyful reunion in the field, and Mr. Whimsy's reputation as a bringer of laughter and amusement had spread far and wide. He had become a beloved figure in the town, known for his cheerful disposition and knack for finding humor in the most ordinary of situations. One morning, as Mr. Whimsy sat at his favorite cafe, sipping his tea, he overheard a conversation at the adjacent table. A group of tourists was discussing their plans to visit the town solely to experience the famous laughter-filled festivals and witness Mr. Whimsy's comedic acts firsthand. Unable to contain his excitement, Mr. Whimsy approached the tourists and introduced himself. He shared anecdotes from his adventures and invited them to join the upcoming sheep festival, promising a day filled with mirth and merriment. The tourists, thrilled at the unexpected encounter, eagerly accepted Mr. Whimsy's invitation and expressed their gratitude for the opportunity to experience the town's unique brand of joy. They couldn't wait to witness Mr. Whimsy's comedic genius and the contagious laughter that had become synonymous with his name. The day of the festival arrived, and the town buzzed with anticipation. People from near and far gathered in the field, adorned with sheep-themed accessories and wearing smiles that radiated happiness. The atmosphere was electric with laughter and excitement, as children ran around, imitating sheep and playing games, while adults shared stories and enjoyed the festive atmosphere. Mr. Whimsy, donning his signature tweed suit and a sheep-shaped hat, took center stage. With his slapstick humor and impeccable timing, he had the audience in fits of laughter within moments. His bumbling antics, accompanied by the mischievous sheep, created an atmosphere of sheer delight. As the day progressed, The festival transformed into a kaleidoscope of laughter and shared experiences. The sheep-themed games and activities brought people together, fostering a sense of unity and camaraderie among strangers who became friends through laughter. Witnessing the joy on the faces of the townsfolk and tourists alike, Mr. Whimsy couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. He had inadvertently created a legacy of laughter and happiness that had transcended his own adventures, permeating the very essence of the town. As the festival came to a close, Mr. Whimsy took a moment to reflect on the remarkable journey he had undertaken. From the accidental encounter in the wheat field to the laughter-filled reunions and the festivals that had become an annual tradition, he realized that laughter had the power to unite people, dissolve differences, and create lasting memories. With a heart full of gratitude, Mr. Whimsy made a promise to himself and the town, a promise to continue spreading joy, laughter, and silliness wherever he went. He knew that in the simplest acts of humor, he could brighten someone's day and create a ripple effect of happiness that extended far beyond his own reach. And so, the legacy of Mr. Whimsy, the man who stumbled into laughter, lived on. The town became a beacon of joy, attracting people from all walks of life, eager to experience the transformative power of laughter. The spirit of mirth continued to thrive, reminding everyone that even in the midst of life's challenges, a good laugh could light up the darkest of days. As Mr. Whimsy bid farewell to the festival-goers, he couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. With a mischievous twinkle in his eye, he knew that the world was filled with endless possibilities for laughter and that his comedic adventures were far from over. And so, the tale of Mr. Whimsy and his legacy of laughter continues, inspiring others to embrace the silliness within and find joy in the most unexpected places. The end.